pretty much non-stop rain all week. I have harvested a few days ago the beans, but it looks like there's probably some more. And I'm also letting some of these, like that one, go to seed so I can collect some for next year. But I don't know what we'll see. Probably not much different than last time I showed you guys things, but you know, I guess we'll just kind of see what we see. Chickens are really noisy today. My white mom at least has got some flowers out. There are definitely still some blackberries developing, but there aren't any really pending, ready to pick. The bees and the leaf-footed bugs and myself have really been keeping them picked, so I'm not real worried about that. I am concerned about the tomato plants, just with how wet it's been for a couple weeks now, really. And it's not like, I don't know, guys, like it is wet, right? So disease maybe, I don't know. Like, it's good because you're getting water, but it's also very humid. Wow, the rosenweed just fell over. I mean, that's kind of how it is. So but you can see, right, like they kind of, when they blow up like that, like that's what these beans will do right before they're drying out. And I have left beans, right, to try and dry out, but they're not drying out because it's just wet all the time. So I haven't seen any new flowers on this cranberry hibiscus in a while, but oh, it's tough. Where are you, Mr. Bug? Kind of near the top. There you are. Oh, it's not going to do it. It's a very interesting bug. You guys can't see it though, so anyway, what is that? It's probably 12 feet up now, that weeping Yapon holly. So, and I trimmed the bottom quite a bit just so it felt like more approachable over there. So I'm actually very happy to see it growing so tall. I haven't been in here probably in a week, guys, because just things have been really stressful, and it's been raining, and I haven't gotten out. So I didn't pick any of the weeds from the last time I came out here and showed you all the weeds. So I don't know, this is probably not a great video. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna put it out, to be honest with you, but I do see a lot of oak seedlings that need to get yanked. But the tree collards, nice. There's like 2 there, it looks like, and they're just growing taller and taller. And ginger's up nicely now this time of year. It looks like the sorrel finally put on seeds and flopped over the seeds, so I guess I'm just gonna cut those off again. I don't know. Rhubarb's looking nice. Let's see. Somebody's mowing, so this might get cut short. Still nothing on the creeping cucumbers. I'm kind of just leaving them there, but they're a bust for this year is really where I'm at. I am happy though, because you can see, right, the pea is twining and growing, so that makes me very happy to see that kind of climbing up. The color on my ground cherries is improved. It was really yellow for a while, so that's good. These beans are okay. They're very sparse. Like, there are hardly any flat, like, leaves on here. So I don't really know. This is probably, I left them so I could collect some seeds, but this is probably not a variety that I'll grow again. What I might do is try this in the fall and see, like, maybe these do better in the cooler weather. We'll just kind of have to see. But I have decided I'm going to yank up the umbombo beans here, plant some loofah just to give this trellis some shade and some growth. Maybe won't get many loofahs, but we'll do what we can. I really need to get in here and weed. It's terrible. It's just been muggy and rainy and full of mosquitoes, and I've got more bites on my neck and hands and head than I care to admit, and I just don't feel like being out here getting eaten alive and weeding, which is the problem. The wing peas are all kind of, that one's hit the very top, but they're all climbing now, and I'm happy to see that. I've done nothing. I've got to get out here. I've got to cut all these seed heads off of this arugula. I've got to trim up this pear tree's grown a lot. Probably need to top that. Actually cut the tip of that off so it puts out side shoots and doesn't keep growing taller. But yeah, so honestly guys, this is a underwhelming video probably for y'all. That's probably going to be all my videos this week, because I'm just in a state, right, where I'm tired and I'm stressed out, and I'm just not real enthusiastic with life right now. So that being said, I guess let's just do the west side garden too while we're out here. I do need to come and take off the diseased limbs again, but I am seeing, you know, at least some green tomatoes, right, coming in, so that's good. This will, yeah, there's flowers still on these beanstalks. They'll continue to flower. Let me tuck this in here. There you go. Let's see. Like I've got to get this Peggy Martin tucked in if there's any extras, but, oh, and I see a morning glory vine, or I guess you call it bindweed around here. Here. Let's see, it comes back here. Here we go. Alright. Oh, look. Took a flower with it. Yeah, I haven't weeded it either, so it's just, I don't know, I'm feeling kind of meh, because my garden usually looks really good most of the time, because I get out here and I take care of it, and Hugs helps me take care of it, and with all the stuff we cannot do right now and the other just stressful things going on, I am just not doing what I normally do, you know? So, and I don't have the motivation to do what I normally do, so, well, I mean, we definitely have some Bedouin tomatoes coming in. So this looks a little less typical of the normal shape. So the normal shape is kind of a pear usually. Oh, look. Oh, good. We're going to have some cannellini beans soon. Those will dry out as soon as it quits raining. So this kind of pear shape, that's more the typical shape of the Bedouin tomatoes. So let me tuck you in here. I'm really surprised at the sparseness of these plants. They're usually very full of leaves and very full of tomatoes. This one was a new one, Marina's Pride. Not real prolific, but like it hit the top, so I mean, I'm gonna leave them here. I don't have anything to put in their place. The look at this, the black bean. Okay, hold on. Ugh, you guys, with the leaf-footed bugs. Oh, YouTube. So maybe I'll come out here with my vacuum, a little handheld vac. But look, I've got to get in here, right? These are hard and turning, so I'm probably gonna yank these black bean plants and then hang them to dry the rest of the way, so I don't lose them, because I can see that they're brown enough for another couple days and they'll split. So I may come back and reseed with some beans again. I might try the Margie's melon, since this will have more sun, and I really wanted to grow that this year, so we'll see. I'm sure my neighbors will not appreciate me getting out here with my little hand vac, but somebody's mowing their lawn, so what on earth? Oh, it's a cowpea, or it shouldn't be it is a cowpea. Yeah, I'm like, that's a cowpea flower and a stink bug. The rain has knocked over my asparagus, and it's just such a mess. Like, I'm so discouraged right now, because all I see is all the things I need to do, and I have got no desire and motivation to get out here and do any of it, and that's not a good way to be. But I thought this guy was dying, but he's making a comeback. I definitely have some sweet potato slips rooting that I'm going to put out here. I just need to get out here and trim these asparagus, because the okra is definitely starting to come on with all of the humidity and the heat. So yeah, need to weed eat. Probably going to pull these. These are jade bush beans, and they will, right? But look, there's new flowers, right? They will continue to produce, but at this point, I'm probably gonna yank them, let the beans that are on here kind of dry, and hope that I get, you know, from some of these pods right here, hope that I get some usable pods and put some peppers here. My neighbor has not picked up the peppers I've grown for him, and they're outgrowing their containers by a lot, and I don't want to waste the effort, so I'm going to just transplant those into my garden and you know, apologize to be asked for them later, because I don't want them to go to waste. So I have been getting tomatillos, guys, but oops, where did you go? Oh no. But they have, even with the skin on, right, the stink bugs have been getting into them and like piercing them, so that the skin is really, or the tomatillo's kind of damaged. So I don't know, like here, I don't know if you can see the stink bug on there, but I know you're supposed to wait for these to fall, but they fall when I touch them most of the time anyway. I do see some down there, so I'll harvest what I see, but most of them are so damaged, the ball, that I can't even use it. So I'm gonna keep hoping and trying. All right, so the borage has finally bit the dust, but hopefully there'll be some seeds that it sprinkles. I'm gonna check to see, because the silk is dried up on these corn husks and they look viable. It's either this weekend or next weekend that they'll be ready. So I left these out in the rain. Garlic's probably just gonna rot. I just, my attitude is so bad this year. Like right now, my disposition is so bad, and I just have zero interest in trying to get out here and salvage things. So I will plant some machada squash in here. I was gonna do that this weekend. I don't know. I might do it this weekend. I might do it next weekend to give the sweet potatoes some more time to get going, because the machadas will take over everything. But yeah, guys, that's kind of where I'm at. I need to weed eat in here. I can barely walk, and I just keep putting it off because I feel like crap, and it's crappy outside, and I don't feel like doing anything. So hey guys, so I just got a bunch of datorinos and Corby seeds and a couple of these paste tomatoes that were supposed to be a datorino. These are not a datorino, these are a paste tomato of some kind, but it's done really well, so I'm not complaining. I got one of these Uruku ochre earlier this week that I'm going to put on a BLT. These magic bullets are just as pretty as promised. Can't remember where I got this from, but Rapunzel I'm about to harvest, and I'm gonna harvest these, and then I'll take you into the vegetable garden and show you around. Let's look together at what's going on there. Okay, so back in here, I did spread some zinnia seeds, so it looks like those have come up, and we'll see what color zinnias we get. I need to come in here, it looks like, and pull some of these pepper plants under inside of their little cages, but it looks like we are getting, I can see little peppers on a lot of things. Cute little bitty peppers. Big peppers. So man, I cut back that basil to let those Peppa Peach stripies get some sunlight, and it has just come back again in force. So I'll come out here. I'm happy we're getting some peppers. That's good. I don't know what's going on with these guys. I thought they were dying from some disease. They bounced back. This tomato cage is woefully inadequate. For this, it looks like a Rebel Starfighter Prime, and it's blocking out the sun on my Anaheim, so I'm gonna have to like pull it back over here somehow. Sweet peas are like, we're done. We're done. We're so done. That's fine. Potato flowers. Everything's been really wet, which is not terrible because everything is watered, but also disease, and I gotta tuck some of these random things back into the lattice work, right? But I've harvested beans, and I'm probably gonna harvest some more today, believe it or not, because there are more to harvest today. These rattlesnake beans are, I cannot tell you guys enough how much I love the rattlesnake beans, because they take all of the crap that my zone and my weather throws at them. So wow, So also this trellis, for lack of a better word, these raspberry plants is also apparently woefully inadequate. So I like it. I like that the beans have hit the top. They're starting to fill in, which means this area is getting shade after the middle of the day, which it needed, right? Because raspberries and this Korean celery do not like the sun. So, but this is not a complete loss. Doesn't look amazing, but doesn't look terrible. So, gotta get out here. Gandalf has got at least it's yellow. I need to come get that and probably hunt around in here for other viable tomatoes while I'm picking the beans that I can get. So, not too bad, guys. I'm fighting the skeeters, and I don't like that part, but I'm gonna get out here. I'm gonna end this video. Very short and sweet. Probably will just tack it on to the other video and call it all one big one. And let you guys have a wonderful week. And I hope that this finds you well.